involved in the modeling industry for over 20 years. So in that time, you can be sure, as a former model, working all over the world, and now as someone traveling all over the world, searching for models, I found a couple of things that I think are really keys to success in this business. By being here, you are demonstrating one of those first keys, which is to identify your dream and then taking action on it. The sad thing is that most people in this world, they never take that time and that thought necessary to find out what their own dream is. And if they do, even fewer actually take any committed action towards making it a reality. So most people on the planet will tend to just follow the path of least resistance. Just whatever's easy. And they don't realize that they have the power to create their own path to their dreams, and that is what we're all here doing. The other thing I want to tell you is that you don't have to know how you're going to do that. In fact, you cannot know. If you knew in advance exactly how to get to your final destination of your dream, then the dream would just not be big enough. You can't get there. I like to use the analogy of a car trip. You know, when you're traveling by night, you can't see a thing. It's pitch black. All you can see is the light of your headlights 200 feet ahead of you. But that's all you need. You just go as far as you can see by that light, and when you get to the end of that particular stretch of the road, the next 200 feet are going to be lit up in front of you. You know, when I knew that I wanted to be a model, I was actually a waitress in San Francisco. And I had absolutely no idea how I was going to get from that restaurant to the runways of Paris. And that's normal. I couldn't know. But I did, 200 feet at a time. By setting my sights very high, I went very far. And, you know, like they say, reach for the stars, because even if you don't get one, you won't come up with a handful of dirt. And that is very true. I was able to enjoy a career of more than 10 years working all over the world with people like Versace, Calvin Klein, Giorgio Armani, I mean these people themselves. That's because I had the good fortune to understand early the importance of finding my own strengths and weaknesses and then focusing on those strengths and developing them. That's the other thing I want to encourage you today to do. You know, the modeling and talent industry is huge. There's a need for all kinds of people within this industry. Ken Kesey Jr. said, to be upset about what you don't have is to waste what you do have. And that's really true. So don't waste any unnecessary time and energy on anything. Instead, focus on what you're good at, where your natural strengths are, and develop those. You don't know where you're going to end up. None of us do. But the main thing is to set your sight on a clear goal and go for it. Do your best, always, 200 feet at a time, as far as you know how to do. When you get to the end of that part of the road, you will see what to do.